Hi there. You come here often? Well, just want to show you my big, long Godzilla. You fucking weirdo. It's yeah, I got it, Godzilla. It's I mean, just look at it. I fucking love it. And it cost me less than 100 because I got it on eBay. Not sponsored. Wish I was, but it was a model kit. As you can see, it has colors now, but when I got it, it was just this and sticky. That's a whole nother issue. They get sticky for some reasons. So don't question it, but yeah, look at that. I'll probably have like some fun pictures right here or something, you know, like closer, better photos. Don't pay attention to where my hands are. But, so it starts out as a bunch of pieces. Well, before you glue in them. I got it off eBay. It was partially assembled. A few pieces that I keep breaking off were broken off. So just glue that on. Most of this, like, build was took so long because I was just scraping off the old paint. It was sticky. Again, for reasons that I will explain in the video numerous times. But yeah, after you get it all cleaned up, you can paint it, and you just have this guy. Still got work on some spots, but fuck it. Yeah, watch the video. Watch the video. I'm just gonna play with my big long lizard. Okay, so this is the model kit. As you can see, it's fucking big. Shit. And I love that way. It's also my favorite Mecha Godzilla. Or Godzilla. Brain's dying. Anyways. So the reason I got this so cheap on eBay was because the person, or the original model builder guy, filled this entirely with epoxy. Yep. So this thing is pretty freaking heavy, but it also, because it's a vinyl model kit, you're supposed to like fill it up with plaster or some filler. That way, like over time, it doesn't sag and like deform from being vinyl. But filling it with epoxy is exothermic or some shit. Okay, so I'm gonna start by shoving the tail up his butt. As you see, I have the camera pretty far back because it takes up the whole desk. So I got a heat gun right here. I'm gonna slowly heat up this butt end, the female end, and shove the male end in. Okay, so now it's at a point where it's squishy and pretty malleable, so I'm just gonna try not to burn myself with this thing because it gets fucking hot. And I'm gonna shove it right in. Ta-da! Just like that, the tail's attached. This is Robin Awful. So for like the past few months, I've slowly been trying to wipe away all the oils. That way I can finally start painting it and reassembling it. So I'm gonna do that right now. Okay, so where was I? So the process is going. I got a bottle filled with rubbing alcohol. Spray it down. Grab my toothbrush and just scrub it down. And as I'm doing this, I'm starting to notice, if you look very closely, I don't know if the camera's picking it up at all, but there's a very dark layer of green over this, the whole kit. And then when I scrape it down, it starts to become a lighter and lighter shade of green, which makes me think that, oh, here's a good spot, that the vinyl kit is casted in a lighter green plastic, and the original person primed it with a darker green, and it may have been the primer reacting with the vinyl itself that caused it to get all sticky. If that's the case, well, I guess same mode of attack. I'm just gonna have to spray it down and keep brushing off till I get rid of all the paint. This is a very slow and fun process. As you can tell, I'm having the time of my life. Hey, so it's been a few weeks since the last little recording. I think I just talked about how I was gonna clean it, and so now it's clean. It's not sticky anymore, and I could finally glue on some pieces that kind of fell off in shipping, or might broke off when I was playing with this. So I got the hand, one of the dorsal plates that was put on backwards, so I took it off. And then the tongue and lower jaw. So I'll glue these two pieces right here first, and then I'm gonna focus on painting the mouth before I glue those back on. But oh yeah, here's my cat. Gonna start by gluing this hand on first. Definitely didn't drop the hand or anything. Now that'd be embarrassing. Okay, finally got glue working, so now I just did a very quick layer of glue on that. I'm gonna lock it up with a trick that I stole from someone else by just using some baking soda as the kicker. Kind of gives it some ta-da. Alright, and now let me stare at the Godzilla. Spike points upwards. Looks like that. So I'm gonna test fit it in this middle row. Looks good. I'm just gonna put some super glue on this. Sprinkle that baking soda, and now we can move on to painting. Okay, so I got a paintbrush set up. I just watered down some black acrylic. That way it could run through it. So the idea is, I like the color it has right now, so I'm just gonna very subtly add shadows to like the where I feel like they should be. That makes sense. Alright, well, I don't think the camera's picking up any of this, so I'll just jump to when I finish. Okay, so we're done with the airbrush. Yay! Because we got the spines all painted up, did some dark shadowing on a few spots that you can't see, and airbrushed the inside of the mouth. So I got the lower jaw and tongue. You can't see from here, but ta-da! Mouth too. Yeah, it sucked cleaning up the overspray, but like that's even. So what I'm gonna do now is just make some wash. So I'm gonna grab a very wet paintbrush, do it like that, and I'll do a little drop of red. And I think I want it thinner, so I'm gonna do another bit of water again. That seems nice. There it goes. Drop the jaw. So I'll move on to the tongue. And I'm gonna have fun painting that side of the mouth. That's great. I love the texture on the roof. So you see how it pulls up in the deeper spots? That's what you want. Okay, so got the teeth all painted up, finished the inside of the mouth. I added some clear gloss of Elmer's glue, because didn't have clear gloss. For the nails, same color that I used for the teeth, but just added brown wash. Not finished yet, just gonna do a few more passes with darker colors. But I think the mouth is ready to glue on, so I'm gonna grab my super glue. A very goopy super glue. Hopefully it doesn't squirt everywhere again. Or not, no. Instead, I'm going. Yeah, no, screw cool. Got that opened up again. Gonna have to open a new one pretty soon because that is drying the fuck out. Hopefully that's good enough. Let me just line this up. Was that right? And the glue dried up. Goddamn. Pausing for technical difficulties. There is now super glue everywhere because this piece of shit dried on me and I popped it open and it squirted everywhere. So let's just dab all that right on there. And then once again, lining it all up. Awesome. Give it a second. And ta-da! He has a mouth. And that's how I made my big long lizard. If you can't tell already, I'm a big fan of Godzilla. And a even bigger fan of this version of Godzilla. Because, I mean, like, look at it. Spiky, colorful. It is everything I wanted as a kid. And, of course, I hope my work speaks for itself. I hope you found this entertaining. And I hope you look forward for... 1 minute, my cat's going crazy. Get over here! Where was I? I was talking... Oh, okay. Yeah, most... If you couldn't tell, most of this was recorded, like, at midnight when I had little strokes of motivation. Don't expect any more videos for a while, because I'm kind of transferring colleges at the moment. That's why there's a big gap before this. There's going to be probably a bigger gap after this. So you better enjoy this video. And one last thing, you better like and subscribe, or I'm throwing this cat in the dumpster where it belongs.